Hey guys, today I have for you a little bit of Hatha yoga. So Hatha means force, and as today is May the 4th, I thought we would do a Star Wars themed practice. So I invite you to take that theme if you want to. But today we're going to start in child's pose. Get a little bit of a shoulder stretch here. And we'll begin with some child pose push-ups in a second. My cat Tigsy comes by and says hello. So here we go. Press up, bring your arms to the side of the mat and begin pressing. Press up into that push-up and give a little back bend at the top. See if you can use those back muscles a bit here as you push up. Now one more. Nice. Now we're going to come up into tabletop. We'll do a few hip circles. So try and make some circles with your hips. Go one direction and then maybe change to the other and just play around here with that hip movement. Then we'll push up into plank and we'll hold here. Hold. Keep breathing here. Now's a good time to check in with your breath. Really engage that core. After this, we'll push up into downward facing dog. So from our down dog, we'll head into three-legged dog. So first we're going to bring up that right leg, step it forward, engage your core, bring it between your hands and turn that back foot, the left foot, towards the long edge of the mat. Now we'll rise up into warrior one. Square those hips toward the front of the mat. Keep your balance here. Make sure your knee is above the ankle and not in front of it. Now we'll come into our warrior two. And we'll do some pulses. So pretend like you're holding a lightsaber up to the sky. On every inhale, we rise and exhale back down, warrior two. Inhale, rise, hands up again, back down, warrior two. Inhale, rise, and after this, we're gonna go into reverse warrior. So take your left arm, put on your left leg, and your right arm reaches up and back. Now we cycle forwards, make a line with the left side of your body, a nice straight line here, and rest your right arm on your right thigh. Come back up, warrior two, cycle those hands down and come into plank. Just hold this for a moment. Engage the core. And push back down into downward facing dog. So pedal it out here. And we're gonna go to the other side. Bring that left leg up. Hold. Step it forward slowly, engage that core. And turn your right foot toward the long edge of your mat. Rise up, warrior one, square those hips toward the front of the mat. Readjust if you have to. And then we'll head into warrior two in a minute. So in warrior two, you want to try and square your hips or face your hips toward the long edge of the mat. And warrior two. Tuck that tailbone under. And we'll pulse. So hold that lightsaber up towards the sky and come back down with an exhale. Up to the sky, inhale, down, exhale. Up to the sky and down. Last one, and we'll go into reverse warrior here. So bring that right arm on the right leg and left arm towards the sky. Now make a line with the right side of your body, left arm on the left thigh for balance. You can also have your left arm on the ground here if you need more stability. Come back up, cycle those hands down, head to plank. And we'll go back up into downward facing dog. Good job. So we'll hold downward dog for a little bit here, and then we'll walk up into a forward fold. Then halfway lift. Enjoy a long halfway lift here. Stretch the hamstrings down again with the forward fold. Take off any Star Wars clothing if it's in your way. And we'll come up into chair. So from here, we're going to take our arms out to the sides and point them like finger guns. And if you want an added challenge, come up on your tippy toes. If not, just sink deep into those hips. Engage the quads. Come back up, mountain pose. Come back down, forward fold. And we're going to turn towards the left side of our mat here. So toes pointing towards that long edge. And we'll come into a wide-legged forward fold, so sink down here. Find length in your lower back. Try not to round, but only go as deep as you feel you can. So now we'll turn our feet towards the short edge of the mat while keeping the legs and the hips face toward the long edge. And we'll raise our arms up into like a cactus position, palms open wide into goddess pose. And we'll just hold it here. Really try and push those hips. Try and get an opening. And hold. Now we'll come up. We'll come into a side lunge. So lunge toward your right leg here. This pose reminds me of kind of a combat stance. So just stay here, maybe stay high if you need to. Pulse around in this fun pose. Totally not getting distracted by a paraglider. So respect your body, listen to it, and if you are still high up, then that's completely fine. You want to keep that glute raised so that your knee isn't compensating. Alright, so come back to the top of your mat and we'll turn to the right side of our mat and start with the left leg side lunge. So come down on that left leg. Remember to stay high if you need to. Don't drop that butt if you're feeling uncomfortable. Just keep it high. Engage your muscles here. It's a really nice hamstring stretch. Then we'll reverse what we did on the other side. So first, we're gonna come into a goddess pose. So again, point those feet toward the short edges of your mat, get your balance, and come up. Get those arms into a cactus position here. Really press those hips toward the right long edge of your mat. And hold. Right, now bend forward into a wide-legged forward fold. Hello there. Little Obi-Wan quote for you. Find some movement here if you want to. I like to swing from side to side to feel out those hamstrings. So we'll come back up to the top of our mat. Inhale, back to chair pose with finger guns. Again, come up on your toes if you want to. Then we'll come back up into mountain, hands to heart, and enter into tree pose. So bring that left leg on the right thigh. You can have the foot lower, you can have it on the calf as well if you're having trouble finding balance. Then again, we'll do finger guns out to the side, And unfortunately you can't see, but I am finger gunning towards the sky here. So point those fingers up. And for another Star Wars quote, now we have the high ground. And exhale, we'll come back down, swap sides. So take the right leg, put it on the left inner thigh or calf. Hands to heart and to the sides and finger gun up to the sky. I feel like all these poses are pretty Jedi-like. Fun balancing poses. Alright, nice. Come back down, chair pose, and onto your back. So sit down on that mat. Now bring that right leg and bring it over your left leg. And we'll take our right arm and rest it out to the right side. And we'll come into our supine spinal twist here. So take your left arm and really pull down that knee. Try and twist here at the navel. Now we'll swap sides, bring in our left leg. Bring the left leg to the right side. Bring out our left arm. Try and get that chest to the ground and twist from the navel. Just enjoy this stretch. Okay, we'll bring those knees in, hug them tight. Maybe do a few hip circles with them. And we'll come up into seated position. Take our left leg and bring the foot towards the right thigh, but not touching exactly. And then we're gonna put our right arm on the inside of our right leg and bend sideways. So deep side stretch here. Get that left arm over your head. And we'll take it to the other side. Hamstring and side stretch. And we'll come back up. Meet the feet and we'll do a few butterfly wings here. Maybe press those legs down to open the hips even further. And finish with this pose. So hopefully those poses maybe gave you a little bit of a fighter Star Wars feel along with some relaxation. Thank you for watching, guys.